A woman stood alone in the middle of the desert when suddenly she spotted a passenger plane stranded in a deserted valley. Hope surged maybe now she'd find a way home, but as she approached the plane, she called out loudly for help, yet heard no response. Such a large plane, completely silent, it made her nervous. This didn't look like an ordinary aircraft. Still, she pushed through her fear and moved closer, quickly climbing the stairs. She slowly stepped inside. The moment she entered the cabin, her mouth fell open in shock. Silence hung heavy all around. But she didn't lose her courage. Moving to the crew section, she found nothing but an empty water bucket. As she looked out the window, an idea struck. She exited the plane and headed toward a nearby river. Using a plastic cup, she filled the bucket with water, glancing back repeatedly as if something urgent awaited her. Strangely, though she was desperate with thirst, she didn't drink a drop, just kept walking, carrying the heavy bucket. When she reached her destination, a heartbreaking sight met her eyes. A small child who once laughed and played lay motionless with closed eyes. The woman couldn't believe what she saw. Climbing up to the car window, she shouted loudly, but the child didn't move. In her desperation, she placed the bucket on the car roof and poured all the water over the glass, hoping to lower the temperature inside. Her effort paid off. The child's little finger twitched. Tears of joy streamed down her face. Taking a huge risk to save him, she gathered dry wood, piled it in front of the car, and lit a fire, trying to direct the smoke toward the car's fan, hoping it would trigger the automatic lock release. But the smart car did the opposite. Instead of unlocking, it issued a warning and shut off the fan. The woman realized her mistake, dousing the fire with the remaining water. But by then, the car's interior temperature had reached 45 C. The child had fainted, unable to bear it. She grabbed a large wrench and began pounding the bulletproof car with all her strength. She tried breaking the handle, no luck. Climbing onto the roof, she smashed the wrench against the glass, but the car was so strong, it didn't even scratch. Heartbroken, she thought she never should have bought such a rugged vehicle. Then suddenly, one of the car's wheels started rolling. The woman tried with all her might to stop it, when a small stone jammed in the wheel, halting the car at the edge of a cliff. But the child's condition had worsened. A wild idea came to her. She broke the stone loose with the wrench, then pushed the car toward the cliff herself. The jolt triggered the car's automatic safety system. The hydraulic system engaged, straightening the tilted vehicle. The woman scrambled down the slope, slipping several times but never stopping. The car was now upright. She stared in shock, then noticed a light glowing near the door handle. As the door opened, she pulled her son out, but he remained unconscious. After hours in the scorching heat, her heart breaking again, she knew she had to get him to a hospital fast. She got in the car and staggered down the valley, but a large rock blocked the way ahead. Never underestimate a mother's power. She revved the engine, took a deep breath, and pressed the accelerator to the floor. The car sped toward the rock, smashing through it and reaching the highway. Finally, the unconscious child opened his eyes, and tears of relief filled the mother's eyes. If you want to watch more interesting movie, you can like and follow.